Hey everybody, my name's Mark. Welcome to Mile High Church. Thanks for spending a part of your weekend with us, especially if you're new. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. Before we get started today, we wanted to give you a look at a few things coming up at Mile High Church for you and your family. An Altar in the World with Reverend Jackie teaches us how to experience God beyond the church walls by discovering altars everywhere we go to help us live with purpose and revere the world we live in. An Awaken Your Inner Healer with Reverend K creates a safe container to nurture innate healing abilities to address physical, mental, and spiritual challenges.
So I'm in Zamira's office. Okay, that's no secret because my office is a unique expression of my organizational style. Shame, 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 shame. On my journey, it's taken me a really long time to learn how to feel emotions and how to name them. And I'm still working on it. But for whatever reason, awe isn't really emphasized on the emotion wheel. And apparently awe is really important for mental health and spiritual growth, and that's why I'm very excited to go to the Dacher Keltner event this fall. So Dacher Keltner is coming this fall to talk about his latest book, Awe, the new science of everyday wonder and how it can transform your life. Purchase tickets at the event center or online, and there is early bird pricing. And, it's going to be cool. I hope to see you there, and that's all I have to say about that.
For more information about anything you've heard today, stop by the event center or connect with us online at milehighchurch.org. Nailed it.
All right, so we are going to sing a song together called One Big Family. It's one of my favorite ones. Gary Lynn Floyd and Robin Hackett wrote this, so we can all sing together. Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound and say, hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Woo. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound and say, hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Tom and the band. Great job. Now yeah. Get that energy flowing today. And in case you haven't noticed, I am neither Dr. Michelle nor Reverend Josh. So I'm Reverend Jackie, one of the associate ministers here at Mile High. I want to welcome all of you and those of you online also to this morning. It's nice and cool in here, which is really nice. So enjoy your hour with us. We're so appreciative that you have come to share this morning with us. And we're down a little bit in our count because of the folks that are at the Pride Parade. So, you know, this is the 50th year of Pride in Denver, and we have a special little piece for you to see from our folks.
Hi, Mile High Church. This is Dr. Michelle. I'm in line for our car to enter into the Pride Parade this morning. We're going to march with hundreds of thousands of people to celebrate Pride. And I love that we get to stand as loving companions to our LGBTQ community and be a powerful ally and be reminded that our authentic self is the truth of who we are. Happy Pride, everybody.
And just to let you know, our folks have the largest church representation there, and they're at the end of the parade today. So it'll be good and warm for them. So keep them in your prayers. So now what I'd like to do is say our vision and mission. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. And now we're going to really begin our service with some music, some silence, and then a prayer from Reverend Zamira.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. A love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Yes, it's a love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
We gather together in the silence, which is the heart and the language of the universe. And as we breathe in and breathe out this morning, we move into that stillness together. Into that stillness where we can sense the very essence of love, which is God, which is Spirit, and where we can sense the very essence of our own being. And so we breathe in and out through that space. For it is in that connection, in that communion with the divine within, that we can feel the heartbeat of Spirit moving in, through, and as us. And as we commune with that heartbeat, we feel and we remember who we are. For the very essence and nature of God, which is always enough, which is always sufficient, which is all sufficient, is the truth of who each one of us is. And so in that connection, we allow the transformation in our awareness. And into that space, we place anything that is unlike love. We place all fear, we place any doubt, we place any sense of lack or scarcity, any sense of separation. And we move into a greater sense of knowing, feeling, connecting with the ground of our being. And so I know that in this space this morning is the very root of all that we gather together to celebrate, to feel, and to know. And I know that that essence of grace, that essence of God moves through all faith traditions and moves through the very heart of Reverend Jackie's message. I also know that that essence is a beacon of light that is all around our campus of Mile High Church, and that that beacon of light recognizes the wholeness of all humanity. And so it is from this space of love and gratitude this morning that we anchor in this prayer, that we open our hearts, and that we open our hearts wide to receive and to feel Spirit right here, right where we are. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for this opportunity to celebrate the one, the essence of love. And so it is with that gratitude I joyfully release this prayer into that all-creative law, feeling and knowing that it is done. So together we affirm, and so it is.
I am one of many with just one life to live. The gifts I have, great and small, I give them all. I give. Simply, purely from my soul, I give. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading, I will go. With open heart, I love. With open mind, I know the truth within me. With open eyes, I see the gift unfold. I give these open hands for you to hold. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Whatever spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be.
Our readings this morning are in honor of Juneteenth, our nation's latest national holiday. From Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. I am standing on the shoulders of my own role models, generations of Americans who never had anything close to this kind of opportunity, but who got up every day and went to work believing in the promise of America, showing others through their determination and, yes, their perseverance, that good things can be done in this great country. And from Martin Luther King Jr., make a career of humanity. Commit yourself to the noble struggle for equal rights. You will make a better person of yourself, a greater nation of your country, and a finer world to live in. And from Rosa Parks, I have spent over half my life teaching love and brotherhood, and I feel that it is better to continue to try to teach or live equality and love than it would be to have hatred or prejudice. Everyone living together in peace and harmony and love. That's the goal we seek.
Look around you, what do you see? Is life as beautiful as you thought that it would be? As you thought that it would be? Look inside you, what do you feel? Is love just flowing out to everyone you see? To everyone you see. If life is not going according to plan, if something is missing and you don't understand, if all that you're wanting slips right through your hand, just try and remember there's more than enough. There's more than enough. Don't give in to giving up, 'cause there's more than enough. There's more than enough. Don't give in to giving up, 'cause there's more than enough. What's your vision? Do you believe that you are calling in all that you see? All that you see. 'Cause if life is not going according to plan, if something is missing and you don't understand, It's reaching out, it's letting go, it's gratitude, it's in the flow. Mother Nature sings this song, it's up to us to sing along. There's more than enough. Yeah, there's more than enough. Don't give in to giving up, 'cause there's more than enough. There's more than enough. Don't give in to giving up. No, don't give in to all this stuff. Just give in to abundant love, 'cause there's more than enough.
Thank you, Tom. Bijou, Larry on the drums today. Randy, Rob, thank you all for being here. And I want to encourage you, yes, give them a big round of applause. I want to give a special shout out to Rob, who is going to play a piece at the very end that you don't want to miss, so you don't want to leave early, just in case you were thinking about it. It's a great piece, and it really showcases our wonderful piano, but it really showcases the gift that we have in Rob as our pianist. So, all right, so today I'm going to be talking about worthy, and I'm really talking about your own personal self-worth. So I want you to keep that in mind. But I first want to do a little disclaimer. Some people have gone through a lot of trauma in their life. And I don't want to make it sound like what I'm going to tell you today is an easy fix for everyone. But what I'd like everyone to do is to listen to what I have to say and take those pieces that work for you. And know that no matter what you do with the information, I see each one of you. So I just want to mention that because it can be difficult if you've been in that kind of situation. So I chose the topic worthy because I knew a couple months ago I would be speaking today, and it's Pride Sunday. And I was like, so what can I, you know what I did, of course. I Googled. So I said, pride, give me some more words. And so worthy came up, and from that, I learned about a brand new book that has been written by Jamie Kern Lima, and it is really speaking to the topic of worthy. So a lot of what you hear today is going to have that, using some of her materials as well as others. But she wrote this book and there is the book. She wrote this book, actually it became published in April, so it's that new. Unfortunately, our store doesn't have it today, but they're getting it in, and you'll hear some other ways that you can get some information about this if it really piques your interest. So the first thing that I did was I said, all right, I need to think about my own self-worth. If I'm going to talk to people about self-worth, I have to talk about my own. And as I thought about this, I realized I had parents that were great at helping me develop self-confidence so that I could audition for plays and musicals. I sang in the choir, so I was comfortable singing. And so there were things that I did. And then, of course, some of you know, I played football with the neighborhood boys. And I was an athlete in high school and became the outstanding female athlete from my high school. And so I had self-confidence. That was not an issue at all. But as I started looking at this topic of self-worth, it became clear to me that that is a whole different thing. And so what I want to say to you right out of the chute is this. Self-confidence and self-worth are not the same. Self-confidence comes from the outside. you heard the things I said that helped build my self-confidence. It was those things that were outside of me that came in, and I found some success, and so that success gave me some self-confidence. Self-worth is innate. It's inside you, folks. And we don't spend a lot of time with ourselves. I don't know about you, but I just don't think we do. We're so out here. We're so involved with everything going out beyond us. And I'm now teaching Essential Earnest Homes, and one of the things that has come up, and it creates great dialogue in this class, is how difficult it is for us to do our inner work, to look inside ourselves, because everything is being given to us by the universe. You do know that since you're sitting here in this audience, and I'm assuming you've taken a 1 or 2 Science of Mind classes, but the universe gives us everything. It's whether or not we can accept it. And that acceptance is where you start getting that feeling of self-worth. So I just want you to do one thing for me right now. I'm going to force you to go inside for a moment. I'd like you to close your eyes. And I want you to just think, what do I believe about myself right now? Now open your eyes. Are you happy with what you believe about yourself? Yeah, raise your hand if you're happy with what you believe about yourself. Good. Because that's where self-worth comes from. Because it's that deep inner work that we do. And you don't have to, spend hours doing this. But it's always remembering to go within in order to function better on the without, actually. So I want to tell you a little bit about Jamie Kern Lima, since I'm using her work. She is a woman who has, for the last 6 years, has been on the Forbes list of the most successful female business person. She's had a business. She actually was developing a cosmetic because she had rosacea, which is a skin condition, and she couldn't find any cosmetic that would help cover it up. So she had blotchiness, redness. And so in her living room, she created this cosmetic that was called IT, or IT cosmetic. And she ended up selling this to L'Oreal, are you ready? For $1.2 billion. With a B, folks, $1 billion. And it's interesting because that's the part of the story where you go, oh yeah, well she probably had some special thing going on. Her life was not easy. She was given up for adoption as an infant. The family she lived in was typical middle class. And she went through all the things every kid goes through, and went through some more interesting things as she became a teenager. And so life wasn't particularly easy for her, but she had a dream of what she knew what she wanted. And that's what Worthy is all about. And what she's done is she's taken her work with this topic and put it into a book form. And what it does in the book, and she also has a website, by the way, what she does is she gives us tools for how we can maybe not get $1.2 billion from L'Oreal, but that how we can feel more successful, how we can understand our worthiness. So she started out, as I said, she had created this product, and Oprah heard about it. See, I think Oprah's got little people out there all over the world who, hear about this. So Oprah heard about her, And at this point, she was starting to make money, but she was also, we're going to hear later, having difficulty getting the yeses to come to her. So Oprah invites her to lunch. They have this lovely lunch together. Wouldn't that be nice? A little lunch with Oprah. And then Oprah hands her her business card and says to Jamie, "Call me." 4 years passed before Jamie called Oprah. Because during that 4-year time, Jamie was saying, she doesn't want to talk to me. She's so busy. There's so many people that are calling on her and trying to get her to do something. She doesn't. And finally, Jamie realized it was about her. It was about her not thinking she was worthy to call Oprah. And when she called Oprah, her life shifted. And a lot of it shifted because she recognized what was missing in her own life. So a little plug, if you're interested in seeing her story, all the details of her story, she has a Super Soul Sunday with Oprah. You can go on Super Soul Sunday, look up Jamie Kern Lima, and you can watch that. Or you can get the book, and again, it will be here. So there are 3 qualities of self-worth that we'll start with, and then we'll get into some other things. But the 3 qualities of self-worth are recognition of your strengths and achievements, challenging your negative thoughts and beliefs, and practicing self-compassion and gratitude. And I'm going to give you some steps you can go through, and you'll see that echo through each of those steps. But before I do that, I want to talk about one other person who is, I would tell you, on the other side of the spectrum of Jamie Kern Lima, and that is Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, if you know anything about her, I would assume most do because she's a historical figure, and she's truly a role model for me about courage and self-worth for sure. She was enslaved on a Maryland plantation, and she didn't think that was such a good idea, so she escaped the plantation. And then what everybody really knows about Harriet is she helped with the Underground Railroad, which was the means of getting enslaved people off the plantations into freedom. She was the most important conductor on the Underground Railroad. And as I was doing some research on her, I found some quotes. One was from someone who had done some study on Harriet, and they said, the strangest thing about this woman is she does not know, or appears not to know, that she has done anything worth notice. I think that's part of that worthy piece. Not looking for accolades about, look what I've done, look how wonderful I am. Just so happens if you make $1.2 billion, a lot of people know about you. But Jamie Kern Lima hasn't really been going out there to say, look at me, look at me. She's saying, you too can be worthy. And that is the same thing that Harriet Tubman said. She had a very strong belief in God. She trusted in prayer, and she said, each and every person has the light of God within them. She recognized the worthiness of all of those people that she was helping to free. And she understood her own worthiness, and she knew where that power came from. And I think she's a powerful example of a person who understood what her self-worth was all about. So now we're going to go to the points of the talk. So the first one is, what if you had no fear of rejection? What if you had no fear of rejection? Failure and rejection and those kinds of things come into our life, and it's what we do with them, and that's what her point is. She suggests that the first thing you do is you look at it. You don't do anything with it, you just look at whatever that rejection. And you can imagine the number of rejections that Jamie received around her cosmetic line, because, there were lots of cosmetics out there, and she was a single woman who was trying to push her product. She went on to QVC. It's a great story of her life and what she did. She was extremely tenacious. But she said, look at what it is you're fearing, or look at that failure first, and then consider redefining it. In other words, don't call it a failure. Don't call it a no. She says that actually most no's can turn into a yes. But you have to be tenacious. You have to understand that maybe this isn't the right time. Maybe the universe is saying you're not quite ready for whatever this is. So always when you're looking at your fear of rejection, remember you don't live in the past. It's done. Learn your lessons, but don't drag it along with you. One of the things to understand is that fear of rejection, if you get too wound up with it, makes you stuck. And I don't think any of us want to spend our lives stuck. So what I'd say is, if you feel yourself getting to that place, just sit and go within and allow yourself to feel the feelings you have and then let them go. Unless you like carrying that stuff around. I think most of us have lots of bags of those rocks that we've been carrying around, but let it go. So deal with any fear of rejection you might have. One of the examples that Jamie gives in her book, and it's one of many, is the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers tried over 100 times to get a plane off the ground. And then they got a plane off the ground. So part of it, as I said, is that tenacity, that willingness to go further, to not just say, well, okay, that didn't work, so now let me go to the next thing, unless that's what you truly believe. If that's not your dream, then let it go. But if it's your dream, then be willing to be tenacious and move towards it, because it can make a difference. Maria Shriver has said, take off your armor. Take off your armor and dare to be vulnerable. Dare to unwrap yourself and dare to be yourself. I think those are great words of wisdom for us, because we do kind of have this armor thing going on. And so try letting go of it. So the second point is, ready for this one? We all have greatness within us. We all have greatness within us. I'm going to have you say that out loud with me. We all have greatness within us. And the reason I say that to you is from the appearances of our world, we can say, well, yeah, that person has greatness in them, but that person not so much. But the truth is, everybody gets all of the gifts of the universe, and it's what they can accept. Remember I said that? So just remember, we all have greatness within us. And our founder, Ernest Holmes, speaks to that when he says, and I believe it'll be on the screen, you rob no person when you discover your own good. You limit no person when you express a greater degree of livingness. You harm no one by being happy. You steal from no one by being prosperous. You hinder no person's evolution when you consciously enter into the kingdom of your good and possess it today. We all have greatness within us. What are we doing with it? The third point is about transformation. Be willing to transform. The greatest story, I believe, in my personal humble opinion, of transformation is the story of the caterpillar to the butterfly. The caterpillar creates a cocoon, goes into that cocoon, and turns into goo. Sorry, folks. Someone at the last service came up to me and said, "Don't we all start as goo?" And I went, "That's probably a great point. We all do start as goo." So just think, you started as goo. But then that goo turns into a butterfly. And my point about this transformation is to say, yes, we all transform. We all transformed from the goo into who we are now. The butterfly, when it comes out of that cocoon, and this was a new thing for me to hear, has wet wings. The butterfly is its most vulnerable as it comes out of that cocoon. So what it does is it hangs upside down on a tree limb or something and shakes itself to get the blood into its wings so that they can dry out, and then it can start flying. Then it can present itself. And have you ever seen a butterfly during a rainstorm? You probably haven't unless you've seen them hiding, because they can't get their wings wet because it makes them too vulnerable. So they go to the ground or they hang from a tree until the weather clears. So this whole notion of transformation has two pieces. One, be willing to transform. Move from where you are now into something higher, better, whatever it might be. But remember, there will be a moment of extreme vulnerability after you've done this transformation. It could be scary. And in fact, I'm going to just tell you that one of the points is that, I don't know, maybe none of you have this situation occurring, but there are naysayers out there. And can you imagine how many people said to Jamie, "That's never going to work. Don't even think about doing that. That's a waste of your money, your time." So my caution to you is to tell you to avoid those. If you've got people who think that your dream is not going to work, don't make that your problem. Because here's the thing, your mind will do enough of that. And it's not that you're cutting these people out of your life. I just wouldn't share your dream with them. If they're people that are in your life because they're family or they've been friends for a long time or whatever that might be, then don't be afraid to be with them. And if you're very brave, share your dream and see what comes back. But I have a feeling you're going to know whether or not they're the type of person that is going to support you or going to try to hold you from your dream. And I don't think any of those people do that to be mean. I think it's just who they are. And you see, I speak from experience. The last point is for us to have faith. Have faith. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Faith is taking the first step, even if you don't see the stairway." Because faith is believing in what you cannot see. So you have to believe, I say you have to believe, I'm going to encourage you to believe, that the universe has your back. That God has provided everything. What are you willing to accept so that you can fulfill this dream that you have? Have faith, have faith, have faith. Remember, you're going to get some no's. There are going to be things that happen, but have faith that this is going to unfold in the perfection that is the universe. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, speaks to this. And what he's really speaking to is when I mentioned to you earlier about your mind. It's going to do a number on you. Oh, I'm just not smart enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have whatever it might be. Here's what Ernest has to say about this. The mind is a magnet, and we attract that with which we identify the self. In order to get the most out of life, we must learn consciously to change many of our habitual thought patterns. This is not easy, for old thought patterns cling to us with great tenacity. But being thought patterns, they can be reversed. If you are filled with fear, refill yourself with faith. For faith always overcomes fear. So you're going to remember to see fear of rejection for what it is, redefine it, find a way to get it into some kind of perspective. You're going to remember that we all have brilliance within us. We all are divine beings. You're going to then understand that if you really want this to work, you're going to have some kind of transformation. And finally, maybe not finally, I would probably start with faith and say, I have faith. I know that I'm going to be able to do this because I have faith that this is what I intended to do. Relax into your soul's purpose. That's going to take some inner work, folks. What is my soul purpose? Relax into your soul purpose so that you can be a beneficial presence out there in the world that we need so desperately right now. This is always funny because this happened to me last time. Being the teacher, and teaching Ernest Holmes, as I'm closing up on a class, I always ask a question. Do you have any questions? But we don't have time for that. So I'm going to send you out to find, to do some work. Do your work, and then do some work to look for, do I really know what my soul's purpose is? That's the big question. And once you know that, what can I do with that? So I'm going to leave you with that as homework. So I want to close with a reading from Amanda Gorman. She was the first National Youth Poet Laureate. She worked on her self-worth from a very early age, and you can read about her if you want to see. Again, life wasn't like somebody handed anything. And so it's always interesting to read this. And this is from The Hill We Climb. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. Let's pray. And if our practitioners would stand up and hold prayer in consciousness, hold our beautiful congregation in consciousness. I am so deeply, deeply thankful for this group of divine beings who comes together every Sunday to honor the divine and to be with each other in community, recognizing that each of our worth also comes from that community, from that sharing, from that commitment to be part of something bigger than each one of us is. I'm thankful to know that each one of us, as the foundation of our being, this is self-worth, that we practice it, that we work on it, so that we can feel the soul's purpose and step into life fully, wholly, in oneness, love, and compassion. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for this beautiful Mile High Church, for this teaching that reminds us that everything is available to us. What can we accept? So I let this go, knowing that the divine has said yes. The law has said yes to what we truly believe, so we get rid of those limiting beliefs. And we have those beliefs that strengthen us. Thank you, God. And so it is.
What's your vision? Do you believe that you are calling in all that you see? All that you see. If life is not going according to plan, if something is missing and you don't understand, if all that you're wanting slips right through your hands, just try to remember that you're more than enough.
Thank you, Tom. So it is important that you remember that you are enough, and you are more than enough as you support Mile High Church. How you support us in your tithes, whether you do it online. Some folks do their automatic giving, which makes it real easy because you just set it up and then it goes. That's a wonderful thing. But if you're doing it here in the room, there are many ways you can do it. We're going to pass the baskets in a moment. And we have all kinds of options for you. Text to give. You can go online and do it. We also have things like Apple Pay, PayPal, all kinds of things.
Organ harvesting.
Organ harvest. There's a whole new revenue stream. I love you, Tom. Anyway, after all of that, shall we say our offering affirmation now? Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is. Thank you, ushers. Thank you, all of our outreach folks also.
All right, we're going to have a little faith in ourselves here. When the road gets dark and you can no longer see, just let my love throw a spark. Just have a little faith in me. And when the tears you cry, oh, you can't believe, just give these loving arms a try, baby, and have a little faith in me. 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 And when your secret heart cannot speak so easily, come here, darling, from a whisper start, and have a little faith in me. And when your back's against the wall, just turn around and you you'll fall. So have a little faith in me. Sing along if you like. Have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Just have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. 'Cause I've been loving you for such a long, long time, expecting nothing in return, just for you to have a little faith in me. You see, time is our friend, and for us there is no end. All you got to do is have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Just have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me. Have a little faith in me.
Thank you, Tom Lynch, for all of your talent and all that you share with us. Thank you, Mile High Band.
Yeah.
Reverend Jackie, Mile High Church is so blessed to have your leadership, your heart, your service, and your incredible speaking skills. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Reverend Jackie.
Thank you.
If you're new to Mile High Church, we'd love to meet you. There is a goodie bag that's in our Welcome Center. You can learn all about our organ harvesting techniques there as well. We kid. Sacred organs. But we'd love to meet you. You know, Jackie, where that worth issue shows up a lot? Sometimes when it comes to asking for prayer. And
Yes.
so what a wonderful opportunity to show ourselves how worthy we are by seeing one of these incredible practitioner prayer partners and letting them not only pray for us, but they say really wonderful things about us too. So you leave feeling wonderful and transformed. So please take advantage of that. We've got some great things going on at the church. July 7th, we have Nacho Men, and we have our Independence Sunday. So it's a wonderful service. I need it. I think we all need it this year. And we've got a wonderful picnic that happens after, food trucks, lots of dancing, great time. We have a wonderful Sacred Earth ministry here that now monthly is going to have some sharing, something going on, a presentation to help us take care of Mother Earth a little bit better. One is happening today after services in the Vote Center. And you got a couple more weeks to take advantage of that early bird pricing on Dacker Keltner. With that, so glad everyone's here. We invite everyone to stand. And Jackie, want to lead us in a benediction?
So after me, say, I am worthy. I am practicing the techniques which will make me stronger. And I am stepping out with compassion, love, and grace to be a change agent in our world. And so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be